Hey everybody, Joe Robinson here at Spencer's Ventura Mattress Factory here in Ventura, California. Today we got a real treat for you. We're gonna open up another bed and show you what's going on the inside. Hey Spencer.
Yeah, Joe.
What's going on with this bed here?
Oh,
What
God.
is this?
This is a good one today. This is good. So this, Franklin, you gotta check this out over here. So we have one of our builders here too. So we just started tearing this open. It was a customer's bed, and this is what we call a production line bed. This is a bed that a factory like a Sealy, Simmons, and Serta will put out in volume. And probably over 50 hands touch this by the time it gets into the truck and into the other stores going.
So what's your opinion of how this bed is made?
Well, I got to tell you, we were shocked and surprised. So by visually looking at it, it looks fine, right? So we tore it up. We started tearing it open. First, we take the cover off. So we're going to take the cover off. We took the edge off, and we peel the cover off.
I'm gonna come in a little closer so people can see.
Yeah, the cover's not bad. As you can see, the cover's good. This is called a panel when we make a bed. So we cut big panels, but you can take that aside, Franklin. I just want to show you guys, this is a renowned brand out on our Southern California market, and they tell us that there's memory foam inside of it on top of the springs. Well, just take that camera in, Joe. Let me tell you how much memory foam is inside this bed. Not more than 1/4 of an inch.
Wow.
It's useless. There's no reason to have that in there, really.
That's
it's all marketing.
ridiculous.
All marketing. Now, if they had an inch or two in there, at least you would have something.
It's got memory foam for a mouse.
Yeah, and they call this cool gel. And another little tidbit here: the only gel that's in this foam is this little blue streak in here. See those little blue streaks? I don't know if you can see that well.
Wow.
And they call that gel. This is nothing but polyurethane foam, bundled up in a fancy name, cool gel.
Wow.
So, anyhow,
that is
and
unbelievable.
then I want to show you something else. So Franklin and I started tearing this thing apart, and we noticed where the springs are on the inside, it's glued apart. See where it's flush and flat here? And there's another 3-inch overhang here. And when you put the border on it, it's all hollow.
Oh, wow. That's terribly constructed.
Terribly made. I mean, and how does this get through the lineup?
Wow.
That's why when we build our beds, there's only one person.
So this should be even.
It should be even.
Like,
flush.
and like
it should be flush.
like you would
Look,
think.
Joe, come over here. Take a side panel of it there.
So it should be like that, but
it
here
should be somewhat, you know. But look, everything's hanging over.
it's
and
not.
sloppy.
Can you see that, folks?
This is production
That is
line.
poorly made.
Yeah, now we're going to rip it open and see what they have inside. Now this is kind of a mushy bed. This was a $2,500 mattress, just so you know. And you lay on it, there's no support here at all. So we're going to look in the inside and see how this works. So, oh, come here, everyone. Take a look at this. Take a look at what's going on.
Wow.
Shocking. First time we've ever opened it. You can tell it's laminated. Look what's going on here. Look at what these factories do. They shorted them on coils right here.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. They don't even go flush with the edge. I'm going to tear this off over here just to give you another
They're not
perspective.
even,
This,
the
Frank,
quills aren't
look
even,
at this side.
it's not even snug
Look at this side.
at all.
Look at this.
That is so ridiculous.
There's no lamination process. You're supposed to laminate each layer.
We are legit opening it up right now.
Yes,
That's why this video edit's going to be a little rough.
This is as bad as I've ever seen a production bed, though. I got to tell you. So you see this big cavity here where there's no coils? They
Let me
save.
give them a bird's eye view here.
Yeah, these factories save money by putting these smaller units.
Look at
in.
that gap.
If you stretch it out, it's like an accordion. Then it makes the coil softer and there's less support. But if you pack it together, Franklin, pack that in like this, it leaves room for a lot more coils, and it firms up the center in here. If they're pushed up against each other, they can't go anywhere. There's more support. So that's why having a lot of coils in a bed's good, especially if you pack them in. But you can cheat and pull them apart like this, and now you've got this.
And maybe it feels like a little softer, and people are like, "Oh, this is comfy," but over time,
no support.
Yeah.
It's just no support. So that's how you get a bed to be more supportive. Yeah, I had a funny feeling, and I wasn't sure, so I wanted to open this on video or camera here. I wanted everyone to see this. So.
The company's lucky we're not naming them.
No, I'm not going to do that. They need to get their act together. And I'll tell you one thing: we'll never buy from them as far as a production line. But I want to show the difference between our handcraft beds and what we make, and why one person touching it all the way through means something versus 50 people, they don't care at the end of the line.
Franklin, what do you think about this bed?
That's too crazy.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe because
And you know, these are nice coils. I got to tell you, these are really nice coils. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Is it the same coil?
Yes. 3 different pieces.
No. Let me show you.
2 and 3.
No, let me show you what's going on here. This company even put a wider coil in here and a thinner one in here. Look at this.
Yeah, you can see it.
That's even inconsistent.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
And this one is different.
And you know what's funny about this? Not funny, but the unsuspecting consumer has no idea what's inside these.
Yeah, and then they're gonna think when they sit on the edges of the bed or the top of the bed, depending on how they put it in, like, oh, why am I sinking here?
Right.
Why does it seem to sink?
Right.
And they won't even tell you why. They don't even look into
This
it.
gives the industry a bad name. I'm just like fortunate that I can tear one open. We're gonna throw this away, but at least you get the idea. This is a fairly new bed. If you looked at the label, this thing's only a year old. So
Wow.
So this is
So some poor soul slept on this for a year, not knowing what was going on
when
with
they
their bed.
complained about it, they went to the store. It wasn't the store's fault, I'm sure, whoever sold this. And,
Yeah.
And then the factories, who. But anyhow, there you go.
So what's the bottom line here,
The
Spencer?
bottom line is what we do is different. We make each bed individually. One person makes it. Franklin makes one, and I make one. We rotate every bed.
Yes.
There's 2 guys touching the bed total.
Right.
And this isn't going to happen. He would check me on this and say, "What are you doing?" Or I would check him just as well.
Right.
But we don't have to walk 100 yards and check on someone at the end, making sure it's right. This is right from the beginning all the way through what we do. So I just wanted to just to shout out.
So can you tell viewers where they can call in so they can come buy a bed from you guys?
It's Spencer's Ventura Mattress Factory. Sorry, that was our trash can. Here in Ventura, and it's 805-658-2866. You can ask for either I or Jimmy over there at the showroom. We have 2 locations here, our fabricating facility, and then our
We have another
showroom.
bed maker right over here.
Another bed maker. So anyhow, this is frustrating. I'm just frustrated to see this. I don't want to be a part of this side of the industry, and that's why we do what we do.
All right, so you saw it here. This is the truth. This is the kind of bed you could get if you don't go someplace where they make quality beds.
Yeah.
And that's what we do here. Thanks a lot, Spencer.
You're welcome.